let's say that you're collecting data, maybe with a survey asking different kinds of questions. Well, the kind of data that you collect can fit into three quite different categories. The first category is categorical data, where each datum, each piece of data, belongs to a category. And we'll see some examples a bit later. The other kind is numerical data, where you're collecting a number. So it might be a survey where for the question, you're asking the person to give you a number rather than a category. So it might be discrete numerical data, which is normally the result of counting, or continuous numerical data, which is normally the result of measuring. Let's focus on these a bit later, but first let's look at categorical data, where each datum belongs to a category. So you're asking a question, and the question is normally a multiple choice question. For example, what is your favorite color? A person might say red, blue, yellow, green, and so on. Or you might ask, what is your job title? This one might not be a multiple choice question, but still the answers that people give will fit into certain categories, like doctor, teacher, and so on. You might end up collecting, how many people fit into each category. So you might think, you're going to get numbers from it, but the question that you're asking, what is your favorite color? The answer is a category, like blue, red, yellow, or green. So you can still, get numbers from categorical data because you can count how many people fit into each category. But when people are answering the question, they answer with a category. Often it's a word, for example, like green or blue. Okay. So categorical data, you're fitting people into different categories or things into different categories. Numerical data is where you're getting a number. Discrete numerical data is where the answer that people give can only take certain values. So usually whole numbers. And usually this is the result of counting. For example, if I said, how many children are in each class at this school? You might get answers like 23 or 25, but you're not going to get 23.287. So you'll always get a number, and it can't just be any number, it has to be certain valid numbers. And usually that's whole numbers, and usually the result of counting. How many points did each team score? Again, teams can't score 2.317 points. It's either 2 points or 3 points. And that means it is discrete. And usually that is the result of counting. Finally, we have continuous numerical data. You can see that both of these are just different types of numerical data. And continuous numerical data is when it can take any value within a range, even a decimal. And this is usually the result of measuring. So example might be, what is your height? Maybe one person is 162 centimeters, another person is 163 centimeters. Does it make sense to be halfway between those? Yes, you could be 162.5 centimeters. That's fine. Another one might be, what time did you score for the 100 meters? I don't know, 12.21 seconds. You can see that for this one, it's not like you're either 10 seconds or you're 11 seconds and that's it. That would be discrete. A whole range of valid answers is okay. A continuous range. And this is usually the result of measuring. You can see I'm measuring the height and measuring the time. Whereas for these ones, usually it's the result of counting. And that, my friends, is the different types of data that you can collect. Bye, everyone.